Hello everybody, David Ogren, David Ogren Golf Academy in New Braunfels, Texas. And the third thing I wanted to share with you how I prepared for a golf tournament is what I did when I first got to a facility. So here's the hole I'm putting to, and those balls over there are 20 feet, and those balls over there are 20 feet. When I would show up at a tournament on Tuesday, I would go find the putting green before my practice round, and I would pick a hole, and I'd do 20 footers. Now my green here at the Academy is really flat, so it's a little bit different, but I would pick a putt where it would have a little bit of slope on it, 1 or 2%, and I would putt 3 20-footers uphill and 3 20-footers downhill to get the initial feel and read of the green. So there's the golf balls. Walking up to this hole here, which is the target, and from this hole back to the golf balls is 20 feet. And so what I'd do is 3 putts going up, 3 putts coming back to get the initial feel for the greens before I went out my practice round. A little bit later, I modified that to add to it, especially if I was playing very short notice. What I would do was take some balls, 3 balls here, and I'd put them 20 feet from the edge of the green. The edge of the green is just in front of the bucket. And I would putt to the edge of the green. And the reason why I modified this later in my career was because when you practice touch putting to a hole, there's a little piece of your brain that says make it. And all I was trying to do was develop a touch for how far the ball rolls on the green. Okay, so in this series I've covered 3, 6, 9, I've covered 40, 60, 50, I've covered 4 feet, and I've covered 30 feet. Now we're at 20 feet, right? Well, when I would go to the golf course then, when I was practicing my putting on the greens to get the feel and to test the breaks and stuff, I often chose a 20-footer. At 20 feet, you have to hit a decent enough putt. You have to hit a decent enough putt to make it roll towards the hole. That's pretty good for one-handed, wasn't it? So on the golf course, I would put a lot of 20-footers, and I'd chart the greens, read the breaks and stuff. So when I talk to my students about getting better, preparing for the highest levels, there is a lot of preparation that goes into it. And you just got to keep learning how to prepare better for your way of playing golf. I'm a very systematic person, and so practicing my putting in a systematic way really helped me to at least 1 tour victory, $3 million of earnings well before the big dollars of today, and a chance to play with some of the greats of the game. Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicklaus, Greg Norman, Tom Watson. Wonderful career. But that's what I did to prepare for putting.